Hey, Judy, welcome back. It's good to see you again. I know I felt like we made some good progress in our session last week as we talked about some of the reasons that you came in to talk to me about your family being concerned. Your husband saying you've changed, you're different than you used to be, feeling depressed, maybe drinking more to cope slash medicate your feelings and anxiety, depression, some of those things that were bothering you. And I wanted to ask you a little more about those things, and hopefully begin to make some steps forward in progression in regard to therapy. Tell me more about some of the things your children have said. Okay. So you mentioned that your kids have shown concern for you because sometimes you don't manage different things around the house, that you can't keep up with the load maybe that you used to keep up with around the house. What else would you say the kids have said? Okay. Yeah. And then you also mentioned something about work and workload and you're being able to manage that. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I know that can be tough. I know you're having trouble maybe keeping up with the workload, managing the different things that you're asked to do. Maybe you're not working as effectively as you did before. I can understand. Do you think, does that kind of capture what you're trying to say? Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Um, you've also talked about how your husband said something about times before and maybe not being the same person. Could you talk to me more about that and those feelings? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So maybe you have some regrets that you feel like you've changed, or maybe you're not the same person that you were when y'all first got married. And sounds similar to maybe some of the things you've experienced even with the kids and what they're saying. Yeah. Right. Okay. Um, finally, you talk about your feelings being up and down, and that some days you feel like you can manage and some days you feel like you can't. Can you talk to me more about that? Hmm. Right. Okay. And then also you mentioned out of the other days you'd rather just drink and sleep the day away, and that you don't even feel like getting out of bed. You mentioned even last time. Can you tell me more about maybe what the days that you kind of manage and the days you kind of don't? How maybe some of the differences and things that you experience, and how one day maybe different from another. Maybe going off to work, things you dealt with, kids, husband, things of that nature. Hmm. Right. Okay. Well, I really think we're making some progressions here, and we're learning that your feelings can be up and down. We're learning that depression, anxiety, things like that may cause us to feel like we're a part of certain situations. Sometimes we're not. It just brings a lot of up and down emotional things in our life, and so I look forward to continuing to talk about that as our sessions continue. And again, between now and next week, take some time just to journal your thoughts when you're feeling like you can't get out of bed, when you're feeling like you can't keep up and manage your schedule. Just journal some of those thoughts and maybe even spend some time in prayer and meditation as you work on those things. So hopefully that'll be helpful. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, Judy.